welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm doing a general reading for the collective and we're going to find out what is up, what is going on. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, you might hear some little weird clicky-clack stuff with my teeth because I'm still getting used to my dentures, but you know, eventually it'll all work out. So, how are you guys doing? A little story here. I had a tough weekend. Last week I did a live and I was triggered. A lot of my stuff. Do you hear my stomach? A lot of my stuff was triggered, deep stuff. And then I took my shot on Friday. So my live was Thursday. I took my shot on Friday, and it was a tough weekend for me. But yesterday, I had a very weird experience, and it was a very healing moment for me. It was a moment of clarity and understanding of how my brain has worked all these years. There was a fundamental connection that happened for me yesterday that really helped me move forward to where I am sitting in front of you again on camera. So I did make a video talking about all the weirdness, why it's hard for me to be on camera and things like that. If you're interested, I'll try to remember to put it up here somewhere. You have to be over 18 and logged in to view that video. There is a talk of trauma in that. So anyway, this thing that happened is something that, I've always had good memories, okay? And I've always had bad memories. It was always easier for me to connect with the bad memories emotion, okay? But even that became a little disassociated, okay? So I became really disassociated from my emotions. And some of you guys may feel this, okay? You don't have to have huge trauma to disassociate from emotions, And what's huge trauma? One person's huge trauma is another person's nuclear trauma. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to judge people's experiences here. But it can make you kind of pull back because you don't want to feel it. You don't want to feel the emotions that you were feeling whenever that thing happens. So we begin to pull away. And many times when you pull away from your emotions or disassociate, you're disassociating not just from the bad, but from the good. And yesterday I was doing some spiritual work for myself. I did this all weekend. That's what I do to help heal myself along with the medication. Anyway, and I had a really powerful moment where some really good memories. I'd had bad memories. I'd been having flashbacks since Thursday of things that happened to me, emotions and things like that. And then Sunday, I had good memories. And I have good memories, okay? I don't want to say that I don't have good memories. But for me, I never really had strong emotional connection to the good, okay? And yesterday I had some really powerful memories that were really good, and it was very healing because I felt the emotion of the memory. And I realized that I had never felt the good emotion from the memories before, powerfully. It was very healing, and I look forward to having more of those memories. So anyway, I don't know how to quit, and I haven't come this far in my journey to walk away because I get heavily triggered, okay? The way I heal and the way I move through trauma is I face my fear. I face it. I'm willing to be almost re-traumatized again to get over it, to work through it. I'm willing to face the monster again. So, and I'm starting to feel, and how I know this is working is because I'm starting to feel more comfortable on camera now when I record it. Okay, now the lives are definitely new territory for me. Okay, so it's going to take me a while to acclimate to that, to heal the issues that come up with that, because in my brain, for some reason, they are different. And they're different because live is you are right there, and our energy is right there, and your energy is right there, and I'm very, very highly sensitive to energy. I've lived kind of like a hermit for many, many years. And anyone who is like familiar with a hermit card knows that like intense times where you hermit yourself and you work on your abilities, you work on healing, you work on your spirituality, it takes you leaps and bounds. And I am finding like my gifts are growing, they are changing. I'm getting new, more powerful gifts, or gifts are elevating, and it is an overwhelming feeling. You know, now I pick up objects, and I always could feel things psychically, but now I feel emotions when I pick up objects and hold them, you know, so it's very powerful. And I feel like you guys who are watching this video, you may be going through a rough time right now, or you're really struggling, and it may be you're struggling with different kinds of trauma, or you're struggling with like fears, or, you know, the fear of not having enough. I know what's going on in the world is very scary, it's very frightening, and it can really bring up those issues. But I want you to know that there's hope. Okay, there's always hope. As long as you can keep hope afloat, you are ahead of the game. Hope has got me where I am today. And I had someone tell me, I don't want to hope, I want to know. Well, sometimes when you are so down that you can't have the confidence to know, hope keeps you afloat. Okay, it helps you believe that something is possible. You don't lose complete hope on your situation or the world. You may not know how it's going to work out. You may know that you may have to be suffering a little bit longer or whatever, but you know that if you can endure on the other side, there is something wonderful. There's something there for you. Okay, so this reading here is going to be about that something wonderful. Okay, I want to know what's on the other side of this. What's on the other side of this obstacle? I've got a lot of light cards here. This is going to be like a high vibe reading. So just be aware of that, and let's get into it. So I'm going to pull some cards here. Okay, so let's get in and see what the Starseed Oracle has to say about this good thing. This good thing, this good thing. That one bent, so we're going to take it. This good thing that's coming. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Showdown. Time in nature. Slow down. Time in nature. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of bright. Sorry. This feels really good, and I want to share a little bit more about my experience yesterday, because yesterday I had like really profound experiences, like one after another, and I was sitting outside and I realized that I was in flow with nature. I was in flow with the primal force, and it brought me a state of peace that I'm not sure I've ever had before. And I just felt more alive and more aware. And I'm definitely going through like a rebirthing experience. It's very, very powerful. Many of you guys, I feel like you're heading towards this rebirthing experience, this phoenixing experience, and that's why I'm talking about it, okay? When you go through a phoenixing experience, and you know, I talk about going to ashes and being burned to ashes and then rising, but I haven't spoken a lot about the rising process, like how it works. I have phoenixed many times, I've ascended many times, and this experience was unique. They are all unique, okay? But key things that happen are powerful awarenesses where the mental space, the emotional space, the psychic space, the physical space kind of all communes in the same kind of frequency. And it really does change your view on reality and yourself, okay? It opens you up for your capacity to love and to help heal others and heal yourself. You begin to become more aware that you are divinely connected to everything around you. And the earth itself, Gaia, holds a special frequency that those of us who are, you know, willing to go through the depths of our own personal hell, descend, become aflamed with the emotion, the happening, the awarenesses of the pain, and be reduced to losing a lot of our, reduced to ashes, meaning reduced to losing a lot of our patterning, a lot of our ideas. Sometimes that leads us to a dark night of the soul where we feel like we don't have much. And you know, when you enter the dark night of the soul, that there is definitely a phoenixing event happening. It's definitely a transformative event because you sit there in the ashes for a while, right? So rising really begins with that window in the dark room, or the white room, I call it the white room, of the dark night of the soul, okay? And dark nights don't have to last for 6 years, you know, they can last for 6 minutes. It's an awareness, it's a mental space, okay? And sometimes we can move very quickly through it, and sometimes we have to take our time. Everything is done in divine timing, okay? So, and a new awareness can come forth with just a little bit of light, okay? And if you can get outside in the sun for a little bit and it's healthy and you wear sunscreen and all that stuff, do it, okay? Because the sun itself, it's its own kind of frequency, and it really does help us bring forward really powerful ideas and awarenesses within our reality. It may be awareness that you need to ask for awareness. That is the beginning of, you know, the window opening. And what happens is that many times we're dragged through some very dark awarenesses, okay? Really dark. Some of them are disturbing sometimes. They can be about ourselves, how we've treated others, how others have treated us, what we've really gone through, what it really meant to go through what we did. And it's a time where we're almost renegotiating who we are, okay? The truth of us. And it takes a lot of courage to like be willing to look at that. Like, how are we behaving? How are we acting? How are we treating people? How are we treating ourselves? You know, and that awareness becomes empowered as we allow our outside the box thinking to kind of flow as we get out of that white room, okay, that nothing room. And we start to understand the intricacies of our internal world. What happens is that we get into flow, and that's what I was talking about with sitting outside, and it seemed like I was just connected to everything around me. And it was very powerful, because when you feel that moment of oneness, there is a peace there that lacks words. Like, I can't explain it to you. It is like knowing that you are where you're supposed to be, and that everything is going to work out as it should. And my awareness, that peaceful moment connecting with Gaia, really happened because I was able to emotionally connect with things. So that means that, you know, in order to emotionally connect with things, I had to literally go through hell to kind of like deal with the heavy shit. All right. So good things are coming for you guys. So I highly encourage you to spend time outside right now. It's really, really powerful. If you can do it in the sun, even better. You know, don't get burned. Don't go, you know, crazy. But, you know, stay out there. Allow the sun to kind of like, the energy of the sun to kind of nourish you and empower your vitality. Okay, let's get another card. That was one card. Okay. Okay, I'm being guided to, let's go to the Ganesh. I haven't used this deck in a while. It's one of my favorite decks. So let's get into it. Let's see what good things, what are coming here? Oh, okay, we got, ooh, that's too many though. We'll take the bottom one, shall we? Okay. All right. Okay, divine support. All right. So there's a lot, like 8 of Wands energy, lot of etheric spiritual support coming through for the collective, okay, right now. Because as you get into the energy of flow, as you connect, more and more awarenesses are going to come forward. And some of those may be things that are difficult for you. Please go get help if you need it, okay? That's what it's there for. Also, spiritual help, ancestors, your angels. Okay, I'm just going to go with this. Now, this won't resonate for everybody, but some of you guys have some alien ancestors. You have some alien God forms, alien energies that are coming in for you as well. Okay, star seeds, I see you. Hey, for some of you, it's the Council of 9 that's coming forward. But divine support that's going to help you align to your highest timeline, like getting in flow with what you were here, what your intent to do here is. Okay, some of you guys are going to become more aware of what that is, and that some of the things you've been doing have been steps. You've been doing those things to get you to the awareness of this thing that you were brought here to do, okay? But reach out to these energies. They want to help you. Okay, let's get a Beyond Lemuria card. Okay, love this deck. Very powerful deck. All right, give me one card here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take that one. Sacral chakra, the core of creation. Okay, so you guys, I'm feeling like for a lot of you, the energy, getting in flow, okay, getting in flow, getting in flow and allowing the divine support to come in for you is going to help you heal and empower your sacral chakra. Not only that, but this is a portal. See this? I'm feeling like the portal of the sun is opening for you, okay? The portal of the sun is opening for you and giving you gifts that you aren't even aware that you could possibly have, okay? It's making you aware of profoundly empowering possibilities for you, all right? This portal is a true gateway to self-empowerment. I'm seeing people burst into light. I'm seeing like powerful ascension and phoenixing moments for people coming forward, okay? Now, this portal will change your frequency. Be aware that it's powerful. And as this portal pushes forward and expands through human consciousness, we will find that not only has it been a portal, but it has been a frequency change for the whole of the universe, okay? This is universal God consciousness coming through, okay? And there is a healing within this universal timeline that's happening. Fundamental things happened within this universal timeline that were meant to catalyst all of creation to different layers and different levels of being. And God consciousness wanted to see what could manifest in this kind of controlled, restrictive environment that is this universe. The universe of opposites, the universe of the struggle for balance, the war for balance within, that has been reflected within this universal space. And what we're finding is that as we internally return to a place of balance, of peace, being in flow with our drive, our ambitions, and our awarenesses, we will find that our frequencies change and we become more activated with the light consciousness that lies dormant in many of our DNA, okay? There is a process that I'm going to talk about right now about accessing the light within your DNA, okay? I'm going to go through it very quickly. It is part of a meditation process. So you can ground your energy to Gaia. I've talked about that many times. Grounding is very simple. You're going to move your consciousness down through your chakras, through your lower body, into your feet, through the ground. You're going to go through the layers of dirt and salt and bone and ash and fire and water, and you're going to find the very center. You can picture that as a goddess. Some have referred to her as Gaia. Okay, pull that energy up through you, allow the processing of energies to take place. Then you're going to become aware of your own consciousness within your third eye. You're going to move down through the body systems, okay, the different layers. We can go layers of, skin, fat, muscle. You can go layers of, the vascular system, the digestive system, the pulmonary system, that kind of thing. Whatever works for you. Till you get to your DNA, you get to your, the very heart of what we are. And within that DNA, you're going to see the light within that, okay? Science has proven this, okay? This is quantum spirituality, okay? And you're going to access that light with your consciousness. You are going to connect your consciousness with that light. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the other side of that light, okay? That is where you will find a kind of void. That's how you know you have hit your light, okay? Then as you touch it and you become aware of that other thing there, you're going to pull back. You're going to pull back, and as you pull back, you're going to take that light up through the layers of your vessel, up through layers of consciousness, okay? And you're going to allow that light to burst through your third eye, okay? And as it does, you're going to become aware that it's actually bursting through your different layers of your vessel and the different layers of your consciousness, okay? And this process, you can do it over and over, okay? This was one of the first processes I used to get out of bed, okay? I utilized the light that was in my system, and I went through the light to make sure that I hit the light, okay? This is a consciousness thing for me. It's how my mind works, okay? So you need to go with what works for you, what is intuitively meaningful to you, okay? But this is an awareness that helps you burst forth and helps you really phoenix and become more aware of the different systems of how your brain works, how your vessel's brain works, how your spiritual consciousness, your magical consciousness works, how your heart center works. A lot of awarenesses come from that, and they become empowered awarenesses. You may also find that you have more energy and you feel better, you know. Maybe your brain feels better, maybe your mind space feels a little bit better. But I feel like doing this will help bring forward the energy and the frequency as each one of us do this into the collective, okay? So that people who aren't at a place where they can do this can also feel this positive flow of like chi vitality flowing through the collective. It will help them also wake up. It will help them acclimate better to what's going on and become more aware of the serious bullshit that's going on in the world, okay? All right, guys, that's what I got for today. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.